All right, hey, what's up everybody? Landan with LMR.com. We've been wrenching in the shop today, or shoot, for the past few days, putting full exhaust on this 1996 Eddie Bauer Bronco. And while we had the factory manifolds off, we figured it'd be a great time to put spark plugs in this thing. So that's what we're gonna do today. I feel like a lot of you, if you're replacing spark plugs in a 5.8 liter base truck, you're probably gonna have the manifolds on it, or either a shorty or long tube header. But for us, it made the most sense since that was all out of our way to put spark plugs in this thing. Procedure is gonna be the same regardless of header on, header off. Depending on the side you're working with, driver's side, a lot less obstruction than the passenger side. And we'll kind of talk a little bit about that as we progress. But you won't need very many things to get this done. You'll need a 5.8 spark plug socket, maybe an extension or two, a torque wrench if you wanna do that. You'll need anti-seize, obviously spark plugs, compressed air, and then some sort of spark plug gapping tool. I'm just gonna use a little coin gapper. That's what I've always used. You know, if you have a more formal tool to gap spark plugs, by all means, use whatever you have. Spark plug gap for the 5.8 liter engines, specifically for the Bronco and the 93-95 Lightning, it's gonna be 42 to 46 thousandths. I'm just gonna split that right down the middle, and I gapped all of these plugs to 44 thousandths. So starting over here on the driver's side, if you want to remove the inlet tube for a little bit clearer path, you can. I left that in place, but I did use a topside creeper. I'm 6'2", 6'3" with shoes, and even kind of leaning over this Bronco, it does have the LMR lift kit on it, which isn't very much. You know, it's only a 1-inch lift kit, but you know, that's still enough to struggle here. So if you have a step ladder or whatever you have around the shop, you're definitely probably gonna have to use that kind of as a booster seat, for lack of a better word, so you can get down in there and reach your spark plugs. Like I said, clear path here to the driver's side. You'll first start out by removing each plug wire one by one and labeling that plug wire. The cylinder numbers for the driver's side would be 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5 at the front, 8 at the back. This Bronco does have a set of Ford Racing plug wires on it, so it has the cylinder numbers on the wire. So that was easy for me. I just removed all the plug wires from the plugs and set those out of the way. After that, you can take your compressed air and kind of flush the area around the spark plugs of any dirt or debris. And then you can loosen and remove each one with your 5/8 spark plug socket. After that, go ahead and gap your plugs if you haven't already. And then I like to apply just a little bit of anti-seize to the threads as well as to the taper on the spark plug. Reinstall each spark plug by hand, and then you can fully tighten them. If you're a torque spec guru, you like that type of stuff, these are torque 10 to 15 foot-pounds. Just keep in mind that anti-seize will slightly affect that torque value. So you may want to set your torque wrench probably on the lower side of that range, 10 to 11, because you'll probably achieve 13, 14, maybe even 15 with the anti-seize. So now you can go ahead and take all of your plug wires, clean up the boots, and then apply just about a pea-sized drop of dielectric grease inside of the boot and reinstall each spark plug wire onto the corresponding spark plug. Firing order 4A351 is 13726548. So if you forgot to label your spark plug wire, probably have to pull up a diagram. That way you can get your plug wires back in the correct spot. Just make sure the wires and the boots don't come in contact with the manifolds or an aftermarket set of headers. So jumping over here to the passenger side, process or procedure applies over here. You're just gonna have to create a little bit more working room. I just removed anything vacuum related. So the small hard lines here connected to the vacuum canister, some of the stuff for the evap that connects to the throttle body as well as the charcoal canister. I just kind of carefully parted the C, if you will, and that gave me enough working room to get down in there, remove my spark plug wires, flush any dirt and debris out, remove the spark plugs, and then get the new spark plugs installed. And one other area that could prevent you from torquing the rearward spark plugs will be this HVAC box. So what you may have to do, you just may have to go off of your best judgment with just a standard old socket wrench. Once that's all said and done, you're good to go. You know, start the truck, take it for a drive, write this down in your manual saying I changed my spark plugs on this date with this many miles. That way you can keep track of it. So I hope you all appreciated this one. Spark plugs, very easy to do. We were there, so we figured we'd bring you all along for the ride just for some added value and content. So if you find value in what we're doing, please consider liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. And then until we see you in the next one, for all things OBS Bronco, keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.